Today we're going to be answering the question, can you beat Pokemon Emerald with just a Trapinch? Now Trapinch is a unique Pokemon because despite being a first stage evolution, it has the same 100 attack stat as its fully evolved form Flygon. But its terrible speed stat and abysmal move pool leave some glaring weaknesses which can make fights in this game a real pain. And here are the rules for this run. There will be no fighting wild Pokemon. XP can only be gained from trainer battles. There can be no healing items used during battle, although held items, like Orange Berries, are perfectly fine. Losing to a boss trainer means loading our last save. This avoids accidental XP farming and becoming overleveled. And lastly, during double battles like Tate and Liza, your partner Pokemon mustn't contribute at all. So without further ado, let's get started. We enter our name, arrive in Little Root Town, and make sure to set our time, steal this Pokeball, and find this Professor of Pokemon who needs help with a level 2 Zigzagoon. So we pick this oddly spelled Trico and take it down for him. He invites us back to his lab where he lets us keep and name our Trapinch. And we're gonna name him Philippe because he's a dapper little fellow, indubitably. The professor wants us to go visit May to apologize for being a thief. So we meet her on Route 103, but she doesn't take our apology and challenges us to a battle. Luckily, she doesn't know about Generation 3 and reduces our attack as we click bite and we take her down with ease. Returning to the lab, we receive the Pokedex, some balls, and some new shoes from Mum. We catch a Wingull whose job is to stare menacingly during double battles, then bite our way through Route 102, completely missing this lady before doing the same with Route 104 and Petalburg Woods. Sneaking past the trainers to check out Rustboro, we pick up Wingull so she can do her staring menacingly thing. Then catch an HM friend, Meryl, and clean out Route 116 to reach level 16 before the gym. With the high defense and low special defensive rock types, the trainers in this gym are a pushover and we bite through them in no time. And up next is Roxanne. Roxanne's first two Pokemon are both Geodude, both of which try to whittle us down with rock type moves but quickly go down to bites. Then she sends out her ace Nosepass which clicks Harden? We use a few sand attacks to lower its accuracy because a special defense will take longer to break through. We weaken it with a few bites before its Orange Berry kicks in. But the Orange Berry is not enough as we soon take it down to acquire the Stone Badge. Roxanne also gives us Rock Tomb which we teach immediately so we finally have a physical move. Let's go! Next we help Devon Guy get back his goods, using Rock Tomb against the Aquagrunt's Poochyena to take it out in one hit. Then on our way south of Rustboro, May stops us for another battle, and my goodness is Rock Tomb putting in work. May's Torchic tried to get pumped up but stood no chance. As a thanks for saving his Pico, Briny offers us a boat ride to Dewford Town, where we can head straight into the gym, taking on as many gym trainers as we can. Despite being well overleveled, these fighting types are proving a real pain for only having Rock Tomb and Bite, but surely Brawly will go smoothly, right? We give Philippe an Orange Berry and challenge Brawly to a battle. He leads off with Machop, and where is my damage? It'd take at least 6 Rock Tombs to take down Machop, and he destroys us with Stab Karate Chop. We stand no chance right now, so we head back to Route 116 and pick up a cut user to farm XP from the extra trainers available, as well as the fishermen north of Dewford. Unfortunately, we're left just shy of level 22, but we head back for another attempt. Our general game plan was to set up sand attacks on the Machop, hoping not to get hit. Then Meditite would be a freebie because we would just continuously attack while it tries to focus punch. Unfortunately, sand attack stops working when it comes to Makuhita. Using Vital Throw, it's immune to accuracy drops and does too much damage for us to handle, and we die over and over and over for about an hour. But it took so long I remembered this trainer we missed and came back at level 22. Eventually we get this attempt where we set up our sand attacks on the Machop and pop our only X item of the run, which maybe we could have gotten by without using. We managed to take it down with a crit boosted Rock Tomb. Next is Meditite, who has learned to use Bulk Up now, but still doesn't click any real attacks, so it goes down with ease. And finally, the bane of our existence. We hit it with a Rock Tomb as Vital Throw puts us in range for our Orange Berry. A second Rock Tomb takes it in range of its own Citrus, and it sets up a Bulk Up and a second one on the next turn. This guy is looking unkillable for us right now, but we're lucky enough to get a critical hit and take it down from almost full HP, defeating Brawly. What a terrible experience that was. At least we can head to Slateport now. Huh? What do you mean we could have came to Slateport before Brawly? Well, that's in the past now. Oopsie. Anyway, we clear out the beach trainers for some extra XP before helping out the museum with the Aqua Grunt situation. Learning the most powerful ground attack, Sand Tomb. After Archie is done yapping, we head north of Slateport, reaching level 27 before meeting May for the rival battle. May leads with a Wingull, which threatens us with Water Gun, but it doesn't do much as we take it out with a Rock Tomb. Another Water-type Lombre is up next, but it clicks the least scary grass move, Absorb, then Nature Power Swift as we take it down with a Rock Tomb and a Bite. Combustion comes out and gets pumped up as we take half of its HP with a Sand Tomb. We could have died to a crit here, but Ember doesn't provide, and we take it out with another Sand Tomb, and that's May. Here's a Soft Sand we should have equipped earlier, a Bike and an HM6. We also reached level 33 so we could learn Crunch, and can I say Crunch has one of the sickest animations in Generation 3. It's just so clean. Watch Wally's Rolts get eviscerated. Philippe tries to evolve in the gym, but we can't allow that. Then we go head to head versus Watson. The type advantage here is just so crazy that even with Sand Tomb this fight is super easy. We take down most of the mons with one hit. Manectric tries to set up Howls, but it won't... let's try that again. So as I was saying, even 15 base power Sand Tomb is enough to sweep most of his team. Electrike manages a quick attack, and Magneton does survive on 1 HP to connect to Sonic Boom but does get taken down. Watson tries the same Howl and quick attack strat, and despite clicking Crunch and getting paralyzed like a complete idiot, we break through to take the Dynamo badge. The Winstraight family is a piece of cake as we make our way north. Heading through Route 113, where I pick up Double Team, Fall Arbor Town, and Route 114 to get stuck in the middle of Team Aqua and Magma drama at Meteor Falls. Now we can use Rock Smash to help out this couple and receive the HM Strength. We learn Dig at level 41, which is going to be a lifesaver going into Flannery and the rest of the game. And Mount Chimney is no longer blocked off, so we head up to tackle Magma Grunts and Magma Leader Maxi. Maxi leads with Mightyena, which is a pain with Intimidate as Philippe has Arena Trap and not Hypercutter. It also drops our accuracy with Sand Attack, however it goes down to a Rock Tomb and a Dig. Next is Zubat, which I think needs emergency care after that one. And finally Camerupt comes out, which is a potential threat with Magnitude, so I Rock Tomb and then Crunch as it embers, then sets up a Focus Energy. It's in heal range now, so we can use Dig on the heal turn, avoiding the chance for Magnitude, and we take it out in one strike. Straight to Laveridge Town Gym, where we reach level 44 before taking on Flannery. Fire does hit ground for neutral, but our stab dig still gives us an advantage here. We know Camerupt and Torkoal are going to be big threats, so I set up double teams as Nummel does a decent chunk with some overheats and takedowns. Now fully set up, Nummel and Slugma both go down to a single Rock Tomb. Camerupt attempts to take us down with an overheat, but we dodge and return with a powerful dig. With Camerupt down, we're left with Torkoal, which could have been scary, but we do outspeed and defeat it with a dig, even with its high defense, and that's Flannery down. Outside the gym, May gives us some goggles so we can explore the desert without corneal abrasions. Then we're ready to take on Gym 5. The gimmick trainers here are super easy and we're ready to take on Dad at level 46. Overall, Dad's team isn't too scary. There's the high crit chance of Slash on Vigoroth and the chance for missing a move on Belly Drum Linoon, but the rest of the fight is pretty smooth. By using Dig straight away against Slacking, he'll be loafing around on turns where Dig hits and he can't hit us with a counter. We mess this up on the turn where Dad heals and we get yawned, but luckily we take it out before falling asleep and claim the Balance Badge, as well as the HM Surf from Wally's dad. With access to Surf, we clear up any surfing XP and head towards the Weather Institute, picking up a Tropius on the way because Tropius and Marill make a perfect HM friend combo in Pokemon Emerald. We arrive and blitz our way through the Aqua Grunts and challenge Shelly to protect the researcher. Carvana makes for an easy KO, but Mightyenas will prove to be a pain as they'll have swagger for the rest of the run. But we break through Confusion and we use the attack boost to take it down in one hit. Immediately after we have a May fight, which should be scary. We're in the rain and her team has two water types in Pelipper and Lombre, but neither of them have a water type move here. So after Protect stalling, Pelipper uses Wing Attack as we take it down with a single Rock Tomb. And after Lombre's Fake Out, it just really likes to use Absorb, so it gives us a little tickle before going down to a Rock Tomb as well. May sends out her ace Combusken, which could be scary if it was fully evolved now, because as I use Dig, it sets up two Bulk Cups which likely would live if it was a Blaziken. But we take it down and that's the end of May. Welcome to June, everyone. After reaching Fort Tree City, we have Steven teach us about the Devon Scope. Then take a detour to Scorched Slab, because TM Sunny Day is here and it could be really useful for some of the water-type bosses coming up. Side note, did anyone else struggle with the 4-tree gym puzzle as a kid? As an adult, I don't really understand what the struggle was. Anyway, we reach level 56 and face off against Winona. Winona leads with the Swablu, which is more dangerous than you'd think. We can't set up here because Swablu knows Perish Song, and her following mons are grass and water type. Rock Tomb gets us past Swablu and Tropius, and we attempt the same against Pelipper, but a Supersonic makes us take a self-hit and a water gun. With only 57 HP and Skarmory the wall in front of us, we attempt to do some damage, but we can't break through and go down to a few Steel Wings. On our second attempt, we take down Swablu again, then attempt to get up a few double teams as Tropius uses Aerial Ace and Sunny Day. With Sunny Day up, we do need to knock out Tropius before it uses Solar Beam, which we manage to do despite its Chlorophyll boost. Pelipper always protects turn 1, so we get up another double team and strike it with a Rock Tomb. The wall is back and it uses Sand Attack, but Rock Tomb into Crunch and then a final Rock Tomb takes it out without entering heal range. Then her Ace Altaria is no problem for us as we dodge the incoming Dragon Breath and one-shot it with a Rock Tomb to take home the Feather Badge. But the action doesn't end there as we head straight to the next May fight in Lily Cove. Well, I say action, but it's kinda disappointing that this game doesn't have a fully evolved rival fight, as this almost feels the same as the Route 119 fight except she's gained a Tropius and evolved Lombre into Ludicolo. The only danger here was her Pelipper landing a Confusion, but we break through both the Confusion turns to take out both Pelipper and Combustion. Clearing out the trainers south of Mount Pyre gets us to 61, then those inside to 62. Ready for the Team Aquagrunts. I'd like to congratulate Meryl for reaching level 18 here and managing to evolve. We're so proud of you! Then we get the Magma Emblem from the old lady, letting us into the Magma hideout on Jagged Pass. When we reach Maxie, we get to watch him use the blue orb on the red Pokemon and blame us for his stupidity. He challenges us to a battle, which is a real pain because Swagger Mightyena and Confuse Ray Crobat combo caused a few whiteouts. But we got this run where we get hit with Swagger and hurt ourselves turn 1, but after that we managed to set up a few double teams as we get swaggered again. Now we're at +3 attack, and breaking through the Confusion we take down Crobat and Camerupt in one hit. Next is the other Problem Children base, where we get the Master Ball for no real reason, then face Aqua Admin Matt. Wow, it's a Swagger Mightyena again. It's basically the same fight again without the Camerupt, and we eventually break through perfectly fine. Mossdeep City is the home to Tate and Liza, and quite possibly the worst gym of this run. We reached them at level 65, a decent 24 levels above their Pokemon, but it doesn't make up for the fact that it's a double battle. I'm using Wingull as our partner as it provides as little help as possible, and we just die repeatedly to these two. Philippe has had enough abuse, so we head to the west of Pacifidlog, picking up a rare candy and defeating the trainers for level 71 and using the rare candy for a good luck level 72. It's time for our Vengeance rematch, where we die a few more times, but finally we get this attempt. Claydol and Xatu both use Psychic and we set up a double team as Wingull is knocked out. We get confused as Claydol misses an Earthquake and we set up more evasion. Xatu Calm Minds up as Claydol hits his second Earthquake, doing a quarter of our HP. We return fire on the setting up Xatu and take it out with a Rock Tomb. They send out Solrock, which is quite scary with the potential for Sunny Day Solar Beam, so we chip it down with a Rock Tomb as it sets up Sunny Day, and Claydol connects with another Earthquake. The speed drop lets us attack before Solrock and we take it out with the critical Crunch. Lunatone is here and Claydol hits us yet again, but luckily we don't get slept by Lunatone's Hypnosis. A Rock Tomb puts Lunatone in citrus range, but the heal isn't enough and we take it out with a Crunch as well. With 2 more misses from Claydol and 2 more crunches from us, we finally take down Tate and Liza. Next up is another double battle, but at least we have Steven on our side, so we just dig every chance we get to avoid participating in the battle. We do get swaggered, but we don't get taken down, and with Steven and Matang's help this fight is over. He then thanks us for hiding in the ground like a baby with HM Dive, so now we can hide in the water like a baby too. Seafloor Cavern tries to block us off with puzzles, but look at these lines, me and Markrutsu baby. And here is Earthquake, we are saved. We just got so much stronger than before. Time for our fight with Archie, and this marks the final obnoxious Mightyena of the run. We only get Swagger cheesed once here. On our second attempt, Mightyena misses Swagger and goes down to an Earthquake. Next is Crobat, which barely survives a Rock Tomb, but the Super Potion on the next turn isn't enough to save it again. Last is Sharpedo, who also has Swagger, but we break through and destroy it with a boosted Earthquake too. Angry loser Archie uses the red orb on the blue Pokemon, and here we go. Look at what they've gone and caused. Climate change. Wallace tells us the solution to climate change is to find Rayquaza, who's at the top of Sky Pillar. So we go and wake it up so we can watch this sick cutscene as Rayquaza saves the day and clears up the sky. Now we can enter Juan's gym and intentionally lose the gym puzzle because of course I'd never mess it up myself. And battling the trainers gets us to 74 before the gym leader. A water gym should be scary for us, but he leads with a love disc, which is only an issue because of attract and a chance for confusion. We set up enough double teams that we should be able to dodge any opening moves from the mons that outspeed. And we take them all down with a single Earthquake, even his Ace Kingdra. We get the Rain Badge way more easily than expected. Off to Victory Road, where Wally tries to show us he can do better than a level 16 Ralts. And honestly, his team is decent now, it's just no match versus our level 75 King Philippe. And that marks our arrival into Evergrande City, but first we're going to clear out the Trick House and grab an extra rare candy. Using up all the ones we've gotten so far, we get to level 82 as we head into Sydney. This Mightyena doesn't have swagger like the others, so there's no threat here, and we set up our double teams as we do take a few sand attacks. However, we're unaffected by the accuracy drops, and we Earthquake and Crunch through all of Sydney's team. Phoebe is up next, and her lead is even easier. Dusclops loves to spam Protect, and it's easy free setup for us, even less of a challenge. Glacia with her type advantage is a little more scary, and her Celio hits a few Ice Balls, but we're just having no trouble with these Elite Four members at all. Even her bulky Walrein is no match for our level 83 Earthquake. How has this Elite Four been easier than most of the run? Even Drake leads with the Protect spamming Shelgon, letting us set up double teams and take a free win. We're about to sweep this Elite Four first try. Wallace doesn't stand a chance. Oh. That was just a fluke, right? I think we're gonna need a new plan. Returning to our save before the Elite Four, we visit Route 111, catching a bunch of Sandshrews. Why, you may ask? Sandshrew has a small chance of holding a Quick Claw, which will be key in our successful strategy against Wallace. Now let's run it back. We get spouted repeatedly, looking for a Quick Claw proc on one of these attempts. And finally we manage to get off an Earthquake, one-shotting Wailord. Unfortunately, this leaves us against a brutal Tentacruel with Toxic and we stand no chance here. So on our next Quick Claw attempt, we use Rock Tomb, reducing the damage of Water Spout enough to survive on 61 HP. With us in range of Blizzard, Wailord can use that too, with a high chance of missing while we set up our evasion. At +6, we start clicking Earthquake. Tentacruel comes out and attempts to Hydro Pump us, but misses. And the same thing happens with Whiscash, Milotic, and Ludicolo, letting us take them down with Earthquakes. Even Intimidate Gyarados can't connect and goes down to 2 Rock Tombs. And there it is. We've made it. We're the champion of the Hoenn region. But that's not the end for us. Let's go face Steven to prove Philippe's power once and for all. Steven will not be easy though. His lead, Skarmory, is level 77, walls our moveset really well, and to top it off, has access to Aerial Ace to ignore our evasion boosts. We're walled so hard here that we teach Rock Smash over Crunch to help out with some defense drops, although this makes our Claydol matchup a lot worse. With our new setup, we eventually get a promising run. Skarmory misses Toxic turn 1, then wastes turn 2 setting up spikes, allowing us to get the ball rolling. We get to +6 evasion without a single Aerial Ace yet. As we chip away with Rock Smash and Rock Tomb, Skarmory does go for 1 Aerial Ace, doing a decent chunk. Steven heals up Skarmory, but after a Rock Tomb into a Rock Tomb crit, we take down the Mega Wall. Aggron comes in with an attempt to Solar Beam, but his 4x weakness to ground stands no chance against our Earthquake. The Fossil Duo boast a better type matchup against us, as none of our moves can one-tap them. Luckily Cradilly misses its Giga Drain, but Arnaldo does manage to land a Water Pulse, doing a lot of damage but luckily not confusing us. Next is the wall to our new moveset, Claydol. Using Rock Smash to reduce its defense as much as possible, we start seeing some actual damage from Rock Tomb, and the speed drops get us outspeeding in no time. With the right combination of the 2 moves, we leave Claydol just out of heal range, and take it down with a final Rock Tomb. Last up is Metagross, which misses a Psychic as we Earthquake and just barely miss the KO. A full restore brings it back to full HP, but on our second Earthquake we get a better roll, taking down Steven's ace in 1 hit. And now it's complete. We're not only the champion, but Philippe has proved himself against the strongest trainer in the Hoenn region. I'd like to thank everyone who made it to the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of content, I plan to upload more, so please hit that like and subscribe button, and comment any ideas for future challenges you'd like to see. Thanks for watching. Bye bye!